Hi everyone and welcome to Lena Mystic. Today's video is why am I single? For those of you wondering why you're single right now, this video will help you to identify some of the qualities to enhance about yourself or some of the things to change, such as your perspective, your mindset, or your expectations. So go ahead and pick whichever crystal group or multiple crystals groups sections that resonate and connect with you. These are all rose quartz crystals because rose quartz are a big symbol of love, and the color of pink is a big symbol of love. So go ahead and pick whichever design just connects to your soul, whichever group that just connects with your soul. We're gonna go ahead and continue with group 1. Strength, 6 of Pentacles, and 5 of Wands. We're going to go ahead and start with strength. With this card, I can tell that you often try to be very independent and you'd rather be the help for people than receiving the help from people. There's a lot of times where you turn down the help, and some of these people who offer help are interested in you, you know, but you can be a bit blind to it because you don't want to be needy, and you definitely don't, you want to basically be able to rely on yourself. And I see that you can be a sense of calm for people. You give people this sense of calm, and often they try to return the favor to you and maybe asking you, do you need help with something? But you turn down the help, and sometimes you actually do need that help. So start trying to say yes more often. Start letting people offer their hand when they offer it, and it's okay to receive assistance. Sometimes by telling people you don't want the help, they feel, you know, like they aren't trusted, or you don't think that they're capable. And sometimes you might take over something like, oh, I'll just do it. And it makes them feel like, once again, you didn't trust them enough to handle it, and you didn't see them as responsible enough to handle it. I definitely adore how strong you are, and we all do. Just make sure that you aren't shutting people out of your life and breaking your own back trying to carry all the loads on your own back. 6 of Pentacles. Can definitely tell, once again, you like to offer the help, but there's so much help being offered to you. It's time to start taking some of that, at least some of that help. So start saying, yes, I would love the help, or yeah, you can assist me. I would love for you to help. 5 of Wands. I see lots of battle for independence, and you might believe sometimes that, you know, it's you against everyone, but you have to realize that there are actually people there that you can rely on. Yes, you can still be independent and receive help from others, but independence, you know, you have to notice that independence isn't just not ever relying on people. It's being able to do things on your own, but it's okay to, you know, take the help and let someone offer help to you. I definitely sense that some of you might be occupied right now, and this could be with school or work, but this can leave some people feeling like you don't have time for them. And for some people, it's a little intimidating to approach you because you seem so busy and they don't want to interrupt you. So try to get out every now and then and do something fun to actually make time to meet someone. If you feel that, you know, you're ready and you're ready to make that time in your life for someone else, to share it with someone else. And when you meet this someone, let them know that you like to keep life moving, like you like life to keep moving at all times, like you're fast-paced in your life. You don't really stand still. But also try to work on slowing yourself down and enjoying the present moment. Because I also have a feeling that there may be some deep-rooted battles within you that you use your occupation to distract you from it. And make sure you're facing those battles to release it, because a lot of us, we try to stay so busy because we don't want to get into our heads. But you know, it's time to get into our heads. It's always time to get into our heads, accept and release the things that no longer serve us in life. And let's go ahead and pick your affirmation cards. Well, these popped out. Let me just look at these. All right, so I allow myself to let go. I'm not quite sure what you need to let go. It could be a past relationship. It could be a past trauma from in your childhood or when you were younger. Just let it go. Oh, and not just letting go what may have happened to you, but let go the need to say you don't need help. And this could come from someone who was in your life that you counted on and they weren't reliable for you. So now you say, no, I don't need the help, because you don't want to be let down. But allow yourself to let go and allow yourself to take the help. I work through conflict. Anything that you're battling in your life, just be patient with it and work through it. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon. Moving on to group 2. Three of Swords, Eight of Cups, and Knight of Wands. Let's start off with Three of Swords, of course. So there's definitely a heartbreak or loss that you're dealing with that needs some attention. It needs some healing. No longer needs bandages being put on it. It needs to actually heal. It needs to be cleansed. And you're single because this is your healing phase. This is the time where you're supposed to be bettering yourself and coming up with expectations you have for your own life. So you need to focus on releasing what no longer serves you. And you have to forgive yourself and whoever that you need to forgive at this time. When you're healing, it isn't best to get into or jump into another relationship because it won't be as steady as its highest potential. And of course you want your relationship to be at its highest potential. So bring out this baggage that you need to deal with and deal with it, because if you know, at some point you're gonna have to deal with the baggage, and you don't want to be in a relationship and then bring out old baggage in that relationship and old issues into that relationship, and then it breaks before it even begins. So start getting out more and experiencing new things in a healthy way. Take care of yourself, explore more, do those things that you never really had time for or that you didn't make time for but you wanted to do. Do some yoga, go skydiving, just do something that you haven't really experienced but you wanted to. And maybe this past relationship that you were in, they were like, you're gonna do that? Like they spoke down to you or something, and like it's something that you actually wanted to do, maybe a goal that you actually had and they didn't believe in you. Let that go and do the things that you want to do. Being single is the perfect time to do these things. Of course, being in a relationship is too, but some of our relationships, you know, they don't work out that way. So now is the time to redefine yourself and figure out who you want to be. It's a healing phase. Eight of Cups. There's a lot of reflection on the past, a lot that you're looking back on, and right now it's just time to work on your trust and begin moving forward from the past. So no more looking back on the things that lower your happiness and your vibrations. Start manifesting what you positively want included in your life at this moment. Definitely keep putting your healing first. I'm not saying put all these other things first. Just put your healing first. And this card has a lot to do with taking a leap of faith. So this could mean that someone will come into the picture and they won't be exactly what you imagine or exactly what you thought they would be or you wanted, but they will make you so happy. So take that leap of faith with them. Knight of Wands. I'm seeing 6 right now, and I'm not quite sure what that means, to be honest. Could mean 6 months and someone will come, or it could mean within 6 months someone will come. It could mean that they have a 6 in their birth date, or, you know, I'm not quite sure. I'm still learning, but I do know that in numerology, the number 6 has a lot to do with finding the balance in your life. It means you need to focus on your inner and home life right now, and that, you know, you must find an unconditional love for yourself right now. And you need to get back into creativity and balancing your spirit, and start asking your angels and guides of light to assist you in this balancing. You're definitely a nurturing person, but it's time to nurture you. Trust that everything will happen in divine timing. Take that leap of faith and let go of that heartbreak that you've experienced, those past pains that you've experienced. It's time to let go. Take a leap and, you know, just love yourself. Let's move on to your affirmations and see what you get. Whatever card pops out is going to be for you. I think this card, let's see what else pops out. Maybe something actually like comes out of the, ooh, not all of these, Jesus. Whoa, okay, these two. Always putting my hair on the camera. I hope it's not in the camera this time. All right. So the cards that you got is I stay focused. So stay focused on yourself right now and try to make things happen that you want it to happen, but you know, you never really made time for it because you were always making time for someone else. So stay focused on those goals, stay focused on those aspirations, and be at peace. I am at peace. You're at peace by yourself. Let yourself be at peace with yourself, okay? And I am brave. I can do these things alone. I've got this. Trust that you have this courage in you, this bravery in you, and this fearlessness. So go ahead, do those things that you've always wanted to do. You've got the power to do them. Who cares what anybody else has to say? Go ahead and do it. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time. Moving on to group 3. All right, reverse card. As I normally say, I don't normally do reverse cards. However, if it comes out as a reverse card, then that message is for you. But let's begin with Ace of Swords. So with Ace of Swords, you definitely are full of wisdom, the strong wisdom, and I can see that you might enjoy your independence, and you're very strong and powerful. But right now, you should be taking a new perspective on your expectations in a relationship. And I sense that you might feel like relationships can be a distraction. And maybe they have been a distraction in the past. But if you find the right person who understands your focus, then you're all set. So always let people know what you expect ahead of time so they have an idea. But also be reasonable with your expectations and ask yourself, are you willing to be what you're asking for? If I want this, am I willing to be that for myself too? Six of Wands. I see that either, you know, now or soon you'll be receiving a success, and this success could be a variety of different things. It'll be different for each person, but if you're working towards a promotion, you're probably going to receive that very soon. Or if you're working towards a move or a reward or a bonus or something, that is probably coming soon to you. And for some of you, finding the one or a really good relationship is coming to you very soon. But you're definitely going to be achieving a goal that you've had within the next 3 months. So look forward to these next 3 months, because something some type of reward is coming to you. Something you've had a goal for or you wanted is coming to you. Queen of Wands. You are a great nurturer, but you don't take the helping hands of those people around you. So allow yourself to be assisted. Let people help you. Especially for a significant other, this makes them feel great. Like, oh, I can actually help this person. Like, this is a mutual relationship. I'm just not feeding from them, or they're not just feeding from me, but we're feeding each other. That's really important in a relationship. And there is definitely going to be a lot of spiritual clarity within you the next few months. This is going to help you to further your love life and your love for yourself and others. I do sense some isolation, and this could be now that you're experiencing this isolation, and you have to realize that you can't really meet new people if you aren't going to new places. So when you're ready to start exploring, do stuff you've wanted to but you didn't make time for before, and try to figure out how to make time for those things. Have some fun, of course. You're single, have some fun. And your wisdom is going to be so much greater and larger. I definitely see with this card. Oh, I don't know why I'm facing it that way. High Priestess. Let's just look at this beautiful card for a second. I love this card. So with the reverse High Priestess, I sense that there's an emotional detachment. Maybe you're detached emotionally because of past relationships, or because you've been let down quite a few times. So maybe you turn off your true feelings and emotions commonly when you get in a relationship. For example, you might want something from your significant other, but you might not say it. Like, you're kind of just expecting them to know what you want. But you have to realize that they can't read your mind in all cases. And even if you said it before, if you didn't say it in that present moment, you can't be mad at them, because they may have forgot. There's things that they expect from you as well, but you can't give to them because you don't know. So don't make any assumptions, because it's just gonna steer you the wrong way. The key to a healthy, happy relationship is honest communication. Be honest with your communication. If you want something, it's time to say it. Don't let it bottle up inside of you and burn through the core. Go ahead and say it before it gets that far. Definitely, if you don't say something, you don't want to blame them for it. You really need to say stuff. I have a feeling that you don't often say what you want, you just expect it. With this card, there's also going to be a lot of self-reflection that you're going to have to figure out before getting into a relationship. So start by what you expect from yourself and then the other person. And also keep in mind, if you're willing to learn someone right now, are you willing to adjust with someone right now? I sense a lot of busyness, a lot of movement. Are you going to be able to make time for them? Can you share your happiness with them if you're constantly busy and moving? And once again, there's going to be a lot of spiritual reflection you're going through within the next few months. So welcome in this growth and welcome in this progress. Just keep it moving. And let's go ahead to your affirmation cards and see what you get. Whatever pops out, stands out, is going to be for you. The message that you need to remind yourself of. So these two. Wow. Isn't that crazy? We were just talking about support. Some of these cards are upside down. Alright, we were just talking about support and how you often just try to, not welcome it in. I welcome support. This is a big thing that you need to be reminding yourself. Remind yourself that it's okay to take in support. Independence does not mean that you don't take in any support. Independence means you can do it by yourself, but you let people help when they offer it. I welcome support. And I practice self-acceptance. Practice self-acceptance every day. Remind yourself of the great qualities that you have within yourself, and acknowledge those shadow sides and the, you know, every part of yourself. Anything that you even see as dark, accept that of yourself and change what you can change. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Moving on to group 4. All right. Knight of Cups, 10 of Wands, Death, and King of Pentacles. Let's go ahead and start with Knight of Cups. This card is pretty awesome because it tells me that there's going to be some romance coming into your life within this year. However, in preparation, it's time to start to stop having these perfection qualities that you're looking for. You have this ideal way of how a relationship is supposed to be, but you have to know that there's going to be arguing, intense discussion, and realize that you will always have to be willing to grow yourself as well. So don't expect a TV relationship. Those are not real. TV doesn't always show us the good, bad, and the ugly. It's normally heightened romanticism. So start making ideas of what you want to be in a relationship in yourself, and you'll also be attracting a person that highlights those qualities. So start being the person that you want in your life. Let go of expecting the perfect guy or the perfect girl and the perfect relationship, because when it is right for you, it's going to be right for you, but it is not ever going to be perfect. It'll fit for you, but it's not ever going to be perfect. Ten of Wands. Okay, so right now you're carrying a heavy workload, and the crazy part is half of this crap is not even your own workload or your responsibility. So stop taking on too many things at once and take time for yourself. This is definitely going to help when you get into this relationship as well, because they're not going to feel like, they aren't a priority in your life. When you're in a relationship, they want to feel special. They want to feel like you can make time for them. But if you're so commonly making time for everybody else, those people don't even give you any time or effort, then the person that you're with is going to feel like they aren't a priority, as if they aren't important. So make sure you're making time for yourself right now, and you want to be able to create the time that you need to for the person that you're in a relationship with. So start saying no when it's self-healing days. Start saying no when you have too much going on, and definitely start saying no when you're left with no free days or hours or whatever in the week. Start saying no. Learn how to say no. No. All right. Death. This is a card of transformation. So there is a transition that you have to go through right now in your life. It's time to change some things around. Maybe stop giving time to people who aren't giving time to you. Start cutting toxic people and behaviors out of your life. Stop treating yourself like you're last in your life. Start loving yourself more. Start becoming who you want in your own life. Because change starts with you. Love starts with you. Start letting go of these past pains and troubles and tribulations and trials, and move on and accept what you can't change. Be more honest with yourself. And most of all, I want to say, Accept your honest self and start changing those toxic behaviors that you no longer appreciate and that you want to change in your life. And with King of Pentacles, I see such great growth coming to you. And this is a card of resources, so start using those handy resources that you have in your life. And these are already opportunities to meet new people around you, so start using them when you're ready. And let's do your affirmation cards of the week or whenever you need them. This is just something you need to remind yourself of. Whichever card pops out is the card that is for... That's disrespectful. Really disrespectful. Alright. Let's see what 1, 2, or 3 cards pop out for you, because that was really disrespectful and I'm glad you got to witness that. It's kind of been one of those days, but you know what? I just keep moving with the flow. Let's see. Let's pick this card and let's see if one more comes out. I think that's it for you. Let's do this card too. I express myself clearly and I encourage others. So with expressing yourself clearly, you want to make sure that the expectations that you have, of course, you can conquer them yourself. Like, you can be what you expect, as well as you're letting that person that wants to be in a relationship with you know as well. So you don't want to get into a relationship and have these expectations that they aren't sure of or that they don't know, and then you're just expecting something and you're assuming that they're going to be able to do it, or they are going to do it on their own, but you're not communicating it with them. So go ahead and make sure you're expressing yourself clearly. You're saying what you want. And this includes saying what you want to the universe. Say exactly what you want, okay? And I encourage others. So keep being an empowerment for others. And this workload that you're taking on, let people know they can do it themselves, okay? Say, like, if somebody's asking you to help them with their homework, be like, girl, you are so smart. You don't need help. You got this. Like, let them know that you encourage them, you support them, but it doesn't always have to be a form of support where you take on the whole thing for them. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will definitely see you next time. Thank you so much. Moving on to group 5. All right. This chair is making a lot of noise. Let's start off with 10 of Swords. With 10 of Swords, I feel that in your last relationship, you were most likely betrayed. This betrayal could have been in the form of cheating, or maybe you were abandoned, or maybe lied to, or maybe even all of these things. And I feel that you had a lot of hopes for it, and you put in a lot of time because you thought it was worth it. You thought it was going to work out, and you haven't let this person completely go yet. So think of the memories that you're holding on to and let the bad ones go. Don't forget the person that they were, of course, but release these negative attachments and start telling yourself, when you think of them and you feel like there's this soul tie that you want to rid yourself of, tell yourself that you are giving them back the pieces that they left of themselves with you. And then tell yourself you're taking back the pieces they have of you that belongs to you. Take your power back. Forgive them and release. And for some of you, you might be trying to get back into this relationship that left you hurt and broken, and you might be forcing it. So let me just tell you right now that nothing for you has to be forced. So if you're forcing it, it isn't for you at this time. Everything happens in divine timing and for your purpose. So right now you need to let this person go. This person isn't for you. This pain, this past relationship, this broken heart leaves you up questioning your own self. One of the 4 agreements is don't take anything personally. This person or these people did what they did because of themselves and not you. Even if they tell you or they blame you and say that it's your fault because of something you did, they made that decision themselves and that falls on them at the end of the day. It does not fall on you. There's a lot of healing to do before you move on with someone else, and this is why you are single. So take this time to focus on bettering yourself, on letting go of this person, releasing yourself from these pains that leave you up at night. Just basically letting go of this past relationship. The Devil. Don't be scared of this card because it's just telling you that there's a major disconnect with your physical self and your spirit. So there's a lot of spirit work that you need to be doing right now. A lot of shadow sides that you need to accept and start transforming into what you are wishing for it to be. And I feel like in previous relationships, you might have lost yourself and lost control of yourself. So start asking yourself, who am I and who do I want to be? Because you're capable of being anything and anyone you want to be. So become that change you wish to see in your own self. Free yourself from any limitations. No more limitations on me. I'm letting myself go from limitations. And free yourself from what other people said you couldn't do, but you wanted to. Be free and enjoy this freedom. So enjoy this freedom of being single right now. Figure out who you are so that you don't lose that person again. The Chariot. There is a lot of movement forward that you're going to be going through before you get into a relationship. So it's time to ground yourself, to find yourself, to love yourself, to practice more independence. Start falling back in love with your hobbies and your skills because you're truly talented in them. And I feel like you put whatever it was down. Maybe you put a pen down, a pencil, color pencils. You put your laptop down or your book. Like whatever it is, pick that crap back up and start getting back into it. And do those things that you wanted to, but you know you never made time for. Start making goals and reaching those goals and focus on yourself right now, and the right person will see that and fall in love with that ambition. So find your ambition. Let's go ahead and pick your affirmation cards. Let's see what you get. Anything that pops out, stands out, is for you. Pick these 3. So go ahead and just remind yourself of these things. So like I said, there's a lot of soul work that you have to do, a lot of spirit work. So I support my soul. So what your soul wants, what your talents are and things, embrace those things and embrace your true inner self. I support my soul and I follow my heart. These are pretty much the same thing. And when you follow your heart, you're supporting your soul. And when you support your soul, you're following your heart. So go ahead and remind yourself of this. And I celebrate my own song. It is time to get out, have fun, to learn yourself and to love yourself, to be proud of the things that you've overcome, to be proud of the things that you've done in your life, and to be proud of the person that you are. So celebrate yourself right now. Love yourself right now. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you come back and you like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Moving on to group 6, the last group. All right, so you have the World, 9 of Cups, 4 of Swords, and 8 of Swords. Let's start with the World. Right now, I sense that you need to be traveling and enjoying this time, enjoying this freedom, having fun. You're gonna find fulfillment in yourself. And that is what you need to be working on, finding fulfillment in your own self. And you may feel a bit empty right now, but that's not because you're single. It's because you want someone else to fulfill that emptiness, but that's not what a relationship is supposed to be. You're supposed to be your best self individually and share the best parts of yourselves to your significant other so that you both can continue to grow. So no one can make you feel truly happy, because you know that happiness starts within yourself. And you must learn to be happy with yourself. 9 of Cups. Once again, get out. Start having some fun with others. Enjoy your family and your friends at this time. Laugh more. Enjoy more. Stop taking life a bit too serious. Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the present. Once again, go with the flow. I'm like, all of these cards are just aligned. Go with the flow and just enjoy the present. Notice that each moment is a gift, and it's a gift to be grateful for. So be grateful for each of these moments. 8 of Swords. I know that you're being too hard on yourself right now. You're being judgmental on yourself. Start speaking more positively about yourself and let go of these traditions and start making new approaches in life. Maybe if you live by this idea of how relationships should be and it's never really worked out in your relationship, start shifting it. Let things flow. Let things happen naturally. Don't force anything. And choose new expectations and remind yourself that if you aren't willing to do that work, if you aren't willing to be what you expect, then how can you want someone else in a relationship to be that? You need to be that exact thing that you want in your life. You need to be that for yourself. And be realistic with yourself. What do you expect? And are you capable of doing that for yourself? Make sure you work on all of these qualities of yourself and stop putting these limitations on yourself and on others. Look, she can easily get out of these loose ropes. Let yourself go. Let go. Like, just take control yourself. Be exactly what you are trying to get into your life. You need to be that. Don't expect someone else to be that, because when you expect someone else to be that for you, you're still left with this emptiness. You're still going to feel it in a relationship. So be that. Be that for yourself. And let's pick your affirmation cards for you to remind yourself of. All right, these popped out. And let's see if one more pops out. All right, this does. I live with eternal hope. So don't give up on yourself or whatever you've been trying to give up on lately. Don't give up on it. Keep that hope and that faith in it. And I explore new ideas. Get out, enjoy, see new things, explore. I honor my body. Your body is beautiful. It is a temple. It is a blessing. Oh, excuse me, I burped. Enjoy your body, enjoy yourself, enjoy your soul. Just honor it, respect it. Don't just give it to anybody. Respect your body and your temple. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think, if you have any ideas, and I'll see you next time. For everybody still watching, thank you so much for coming to this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. And if you are looking for a personal or private reading, I do them on Etsy. You can go ahead and look in my bio. There's a link to my Etsy. And I also take requests through email if maybe you wanted to send through PayPal instead. Just go ahead and look in my description box and you'll see a few notes and things in there. There's also other videos that are similar, you know, pick a card readings in my bio as well, or in my description box. Thank you once again for coming. Make sure you like and subscribe, and see you next time.